Hey, so the video didn't shoot, but the audio did. So think of this as like my very first podcast, where I talk to you about pre-trail jitters, how I feel about them, and what I'm doing about them. If you have your own experience, please let me know down below. Otherwise, grab a snack, kick back, and hang out with me for a while. Howdy. We're in a new space today. This is my studio, where I usually make the music stuff. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about just like I have been feeling the last I don't know, a few weeks, I guess. Really since like mid-February, I want to say, where it's kind of just really starting to sink in what is about to happen in my life. And the most stressful thing about that is just wondering what the possibilities are and like what really is going to happen. And there's all this anxiety and all this like pre-trail jitter that I feel. And I don't know. I know that other people are probably feeling the same way. And I was just gonna come on here and talk about like my experience and what I'm kind of doing to ignore it, I guess you could say, or at least like I'm not ignoring it because I recognize that it's there, but kind of putting it in the background a little bit more so that I can enjoy the time that I have left at home before I go off and do this crazy thing over the next 5 months. I also know that a lot of people are about to begin their through hikes around, I think, next week, actually. So, I mean, I things are getting really close. Things are getting really close for all of us. Um, March starts, and then before you know it, uh, it'll be the end of March when I get my 5 week notification, and then it'll be 2 weeks after that that I get to print out my permit, and like that is kind of scary, right? Not scary as in like ooh, but like scary as in like my whole life is about to change. And right now I don't necessarily realize it, but I know it's going to happen. And I'm antsy, I'm eager, I'm feeling all these different emotions. And so it's got me feeling stressed out. And I've cut back a little bit on my day hiking. And that has kind of taken a toll on me a little bit because I was so used to that and I could like push that energy through the hike instead of, holding it inside of me. But since I've stopped that, it's kind of hard for me to let that go. I do have a few hikes, you know, um, I do have a few hikes to do before I leave, but there's only, a few versus, 2.5 more months. It's actually around 2 months now, which I'm pretty excited about. Like, I'm really excited about this thing, but also at the same time, what the hell am I getting myself into? Like, really, what is it that I decided to do? Um, I have all my gear. I'm fully prepared on that. I just have to ship a couple things off. I plan on resupplying as I go through towns and sending boxes as I go through towns that I need to. Um, the only things I plan on shipping off are the stuff I need at Kennedy Meadows. I did decide that I'm taking my bear can the whole way. I'm okay with that. I got a new sleeping bag that knocks about the same as much weight as the bear can is, so it offsets what I've already been used to carrying with the full weight, so I'm okay with that. I'm rocking about 35 pounds total weight, so I packed about 4 to 5 days of food in my bear can, plus 3 liters of water, and that was about 35 pounds. So, give or take some more poundage, but that's not bad in my opinion. I'm pretty excited to get started with it. There's not really much that scares me going into this through hike. There's a lot that makes me question what could and couldn't happen. I'm about to leave my family for the first time in such a long time. I'm about to leave my cat, which is like my favorite animal being on this planet. Um, I sat down the other day and was super depressed for some reason, and it kind of I got flooded with a lot of emotions all at once. And I'm not a tearful person. I'm not a crier very much. I was taught not to cry as a child. Um but I couldn't help but like have just these tears run through me, and I haven't cried in such a long time, so it was kind of a profound experience. I just sat there and cried for like 5, 10 minutes, and it was just like I feel like there's just so much change and so much potential of what's in the future that my brain or my body is just that cannot handle it. I'm unsure what that's about, honestly. I really am. But the things that I'm trying to do to get over it is, well, hang out with my cat, of course. I am a gamer, so I like to play my games a lot. I have, I think, like 5 days into Borderlands 3, one of my favorite games of all time. Um, I also enjoy making music, so that is another thing that I put my head into. Um, I I also just did a play, so I finished that. That had lasted for about 4 months. So I've put that energy to good use, and now all of those things have kind of taken a standby because I'm getting really prepared for this trail. And with that standby, I am like, right? So, one, meds. Gotta take the meds. Two, I've been planning things and putting things in front of me to look forward to, little milestones getting towards the trail. So, like, I'm not sitting here, oh, the trail's here, the trail's here, the trail's here, and I'm just thinking about it, and that's all I can think about. And that's all I can think about, and that's all I'm looking forward to. I'm setting myself like each week or each 2 weeks. I have something to look forward to. I'm gonna post a video. I'm gonna post a blog. I'm gonna da 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 da. Um, and that's kind of helping me a little bit, right? Because I'm putting my energy towards something. Um, I'm also trying to utilize the platform that I'm trying to create. I'm not trying to let this slip and slide. I really want to be direct, and um I want to be I want to build interest in the brand, I guess you could say. where I have a community and we hang out and we talk and we have engagement. Those that I've talked to and those I've commented back and forth with, and even those that I've made friends with through Instagram or the Facebook groups. It's the community that I want to be a part of, and it's the friendships that I want to take along the way. And so, um, that inevitably is my end goal that I want to achieve. And so, with that, I'm trying to utilize that energy of stress and anxiety and uh, fluctuation of all my emotions towards making content and trying to learn new things and trying to think of the next video or planning out my next backpacking trip before I go. Um, just kind of giving myself time to enjoy what I'm doing here instead of constantly daydream about day one, trail day, right? Um, because before you know it, trail's gonna be here. I mean, literally, like I said before, trail starts next week, which is kind of insane, to be honest. It happens so fast, so fast. Um, I start in 2 months, which is even crazier because when I started my countdown, like 111 days have passed or something like that since I've started my countdown. And those 111 days have felt like nothing. And so the amount of days that I have left is going to feel like nothing times two. And so, yeah, there is a little bit of jitterness. There is a little bit of anxiety because I'm about to embark on something I've never thought about doing. I'm about to go, I'm about to leave my whole life behind that I've known since I was like 15. I'm gonna leave that all behind and go live out in the woods for 5, 6 months. Little to no planning too. I'm leaving most of it up to the wind. Um, I've logistically put down statistics. I have figured out logistics and I have got all my spreadsheets and stuff like that, but I've really just let a lot of that go. And I'm just gonna start day one, have the stuff that I need for the week, and then figure the rest out as I go. And I think that is the most I think that is the smartest way for me to do it. And um because what I'm really trying to do here is relinquish the control that I need that I feel I need in my life and just let things happen and be okay with letting things happen. Though I don't want to get myself caught into a situation where there's no turning back, I still want to leave things up to fate and see what happens. Because, I mean, that's what this whole trail's about, right? Like embracing the unknown. And maybe that is what scares me. That is what gives me anxiety is the fact that like, man, I don't even know what is going to happen. Like I don't know anybody. I don't, I've watched documentaries, but I've never set foot on the trail. It's there are things that were running through my mind that are not preventing me from doing trail, but are putting it in my brain that this is this is kind of a not so great idea. I'm negating that and I'm working past that and I'm doing it anyway. But I just, like maybe it's the inner thoughts like the devil on my shoulder telling me not to pursue my dreams, but yeah. kind of feel like, man, what am I doing with my life kind of energy. Working through that, hoping to get over that. But I imagine I'm not the only person who feels that way. It's a lot of money to take to do this thing. To be fair, to be completely honest, I mean, I don't really have much saved up for this thing, and I'm just using my credit cards to do it. And most people would think that's stupid, but I have plans for when I come back, and I am hoping that my hard work really pays off, so I won't have to worry about it that much, and I can actually enjoy my time on the trail. I am just really excited to get started, and maybe that's what I'm feeling too, is just the excitement and the angst and the antsiness of wanting to start and wanting to end my career here and just move on with my life. Um, I find myself being a little bit more irritable, and that is unpleasant for me and, to others. And I'm really trying to work through that so that I can, you know, be somewhat of a more decent human being. But yeah, I mean, if if you feel also like you're having jitters or pre-trail anxiety or trail depression, um let me know down in the comments and we'll have a conversation, and if we want to PM me, we can have a private chat too. Just so that we can like work through some of this stuff together, cuz I imagine that there are people who are dealing with the same thing, and I've seen some people on Reddit and stuff like that, but it'd be nice to do that within my own community. So if you do have any of your own feelings, let me know down in the comments too. Um, with that said, man, I just, like I said, I just wanted to come here and talk about my feelings about it. And, you know, um, yeah, just say I really enjoy the idea of building this community. Um, and I really hope you become a part of it. And I am also super eager to get started and share my journey with you. Remember, you can subscribe to my blog at Kevin Bailey the Trek, and then you can and then make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video, um, and follow my Instagram. Lots of cool things coming up in the next couple weeks. I will be taking my best I will be taking my friends out on a backpacking trip that I think you guys will enjoy. So, stay tuned for that. Um yeah. So to the people who are starting the trail next week, good luck to you. Congratulations on starting your through hike, and I hope to see you on trail. Happy trails.